welcome. If you want to fast forward, check the description, I will leave the timeline there. Let's begin. Hook Mountain State Park, very good location. If you're looking for a hike, easy or very hard, this location got some really cool views. It is along the Hudson River. You can say there's two choices of a hike. Easy walk, a long one. You can make it really long. And on the way back, there is an option of doing an extreme hike, which goes on the top of the ridge. It is a treacherous environment, but you got the views, so it is definitely worth it if you have the energy and time, and it is a little bit risky. I've been here before, made a video about a year and a half ago. I was there with Maya and Vitaly. We did the south part of the park. To be more specific, according to alltrails.com, this is the part we did. And I will leave the link for that video in the description. We basically parked here, went by the shore. That was a very easy, nice walk. Here it gets a little tricky as you gotta find the way to the trail through here. And here is where the trail starts to go up the mountain, and you're basically on the top and you're going backwards. Treacherous environment, a lot of rocks, but a lot of good views here. Well, actually pretty amazing. And you get back to, let's say, where your car is parked. So you basically make a circle, which is really cool, so you don't see anything twice. I suggest it a lot. Definitely a must do if you live in New York. This time around though, we got to this point, went down to here. That's where you can see the beach on the video, and then we simply walked back through the same road. Easy hike. It was 8 of us, so it was a good decision to do this simple long walk. It was very nice, some cool views definitely, and it's not too demanding. Besides, we did an apple farm right before that, so we were already, kind of, let's say, the day has started. So this was a really good option. You're not climbing or anything like that. Easy long walk with some sightseeing in the forest close to the water. Hook Mountain State Park is about an hour drive from Manhattan. This is Dr. Davies' apple farm that we visited first, and then we drove like over here to this point. You can park there and obviously take the trail down, and this can take you about 3 hours depending on how you walk. You can have a little picnic on the beach, or you can go all the way down, whatever you feel like. Or let's say if you're bicycling, we did see a bunch of bicyclists, and yeah, you can definitely bike all the way down if you feel like it. Equipment wise, I used the Sony A7 III. It's a full frame, very capable camera with excellent autofocusing, amazing battery life. The camera is not too heavy, at least compared to a lot of the competition, considering it is a full frame. I used the wide strap. It is a little bit bulkier, heavier, so on a long run you want to use something wider, so there's not as much pressure on your shoulders. I used the medium zoom 28-75 Tamron lens. It has an aperture of f2.8, so it's very capable. Especially towards the end of the trip, we were going back, the light conditions were, let's say, deteriorating. Well, anytime you film something in the shadow, it's already pretty dark for a camera. So 2.8 definitely comes in handy in a lot of situations, especially in the forest. Right, you have a lot of tree cover. I'll leave the links below to these products. This is definitely expensive. I wouldn't suggest it to everyone at all. I would suggest something else like a crop camera, but I do like the quality a lot. I film almost always at 1080p, and this combination gives a very good result while not being overly heavy and cumbersome to carry on a long hike. In terms of settings for the camera, as usually, I do 1080p at 60 frames, double the shutter speed. Aperture is automatic. The ISO number I will list with the minimum maximum, but it is automatic, it just configures itself on the run. Thankfully this camera has an IBIS, which is an internal sensor stabilization. Basically the sensor is like floating, it's like wobbles, so it removes a lot of shaking that you usually have when you are hand holding. That is very helpful on these kind of trips, but still it's not gonna make things smooth. There's a lot of shaking anyway, so that was definitely a challenge, and especially when you're moving around and your heart is pumping, you're not gonna be still. Thank you for watching. I will leave the links below for all the products used, including A6400 and all this gear using to film me right now. I'll see you in the next one.